I know there are a lot of videos on how to solve Rubik's Cube on YouTube. I myself have gone through many. It's kind of confusing in some with too many moves. They show which is not needed and some are kind of high level. So in this video, I would like to show how to solve a Rubik's Cube with me being an amateur in it. To start with, there are 7 steps to solve the Rubik's Cube. So before we begin, let's see the basic things we need to know. These are the 4 corners. That is white, green, yellow and orange. These pieces are called the corner pieces. These 4 are called the edge pieces. And the center one, blue, is called the center piece. Always remember, the yellow center piece will always be opposite to the white center piece. I repeat, the yellow center piece will always be opposite the white center piece. So, except for one step, all the steps, that is, we have 7 steps to solve the Rubik's Cube. So except for one step, in all the other steps, we have to keep the yellow centerpiece facing on top. Okay, so now let's see the moves keeping the yellow centerpiece on top. Here, I'm going to show you all only the moves and side we need to solve a 3x3 Rubik's Cube. So this is the right side of the cube, that is denoted as R. This is the left side, denoted as L. This is the upper side, denoted as U. And this is the front side. So this is R, this is L, this is U, and this is F. The right, left, upper and front sides, that is R, L, U and F, are turned in the clockwise direction, whereas R dash, L dash, U dash and F dash are moved in the anti-clockwise direction. These were the sides. Next are the moves. The basic moves are for your right hand and for your left hand. Right hand move first. That is R, U, R dash and U dash. I repeat, R, U, R dash and U dash. Now for left, it is L dash, U dash, L and U. I repeat, L dash, U dash, L and U. Okay, so to begin with, the first step to solve the Rubik's Cube is to form the white cross. So for that, we need to form the daisy first. That is, keeping the yellow centerpiece, we need the 4 edges as white. Okay, there's no specific moves for it. You can try it any way in the way you want it. So in my case, I have my 1 edge piece here. One is over here, one here and one here. Okay, so this particular piece, I can directly take it on top. I've got 1 edge piece here. The next edge piece here. You can see my 1 edge piece is over here. Okay, so if I move this particular edge piece, this piece will go. So what I do is, I turn the upper layer such a way it does not hinder with the other one. So now what I do is, I move this layer 90 degree. Okay, now you can see I've got my edge piece here. Again, if I bring this on top, this edge piece will be replaced. So again, I turn this upper layer and then I bring this particular piece on top. So now you can see I've got my 3rd edge piece on top. And my final edge piece is over here, so I bring it on top. Now if you can see, I formed a daisy. That is, I have L on the center and my 4 edges are white. Now what you do next is, the color of the piece adjacent to white should be matching to the center piece. If not, you only turn the upper layer to get the same. So that means, here you can see I take this particular edge piece. Okay, the color adjacent to this particular edge piece is orange and the center piece is orange. It's matching. So when I have the white edge piece and the adjacent side and the center piece colors matching, I turn that particular layer 360 degree. That is, my center piece is orange, this is my adjacent piece and my white piece is down. Now my next edge, if you can see, the adjacent side is blue but the center side is green, which is not matching. So what I do is, I turn the upper layer till I get it matching with my centerpiece. So if you can see here, I have the white piece on top, edge piece on top, the adjacent side is blue and the center piece is blue, so it's matching. So I turn this particular layer 360 degree. Similarly here, I have the white edge, the adjacent side is green, the center piece is orange, which is not matching. So again I turn the upper layer till it matches with the center piece. Now it's matching. So now again I move this particular side 360 degree. Now the last edge, I have white here, red at the center piece. It's the same. So I turn this as the 360 degree. Now if we turn the cube, you can see that we have formed the white cross. So that was the first step. Next, the second step to solve the Rubik's Cube is complete the white side. For that, again, place the cube with the yellow centerpiece on top. Now let's start by solving white piece at a time. If you can see, I have my one white piece here, one over here, one over here and one over here. So what I do is I take this particular white piece first. Now what you need to see is, see what are the adjacent colors. So this white piece, the adjacent colors are red and green. Now what you need to see is, you need to see both the sides of the cube where this particular piece is connected to. So if you can see here, the center piece is red, the center piece over here is blue. These two colors aren't matching to the adjacent piece colors. So what I do is, again, I move the upper layer in such a way that it matches to the center piece. Okay, now if you see, the adjacent piece colors are green and red and the center piece colors are green and red, so it's matching. Now we have to do the right hand move. Do the right hand move till the white piece comes at the bottom and the adjacent piece color, that is, I have my center piece color here is red. So the piece color over here should also be red. If you can see, it's already red here, but here if you can see, the piece color is not white. Okay, so you need to get both this as well as this in the correct places. So now let's start with the right hand move. So it is R, U, R dash and U dash. Let's do it again. If you see here, it's not white here and this both are not matching. So again, R, U, R dash, U dash. Again, if you see, it's not matching. So R, U, R dash, U dash. The center piece is matching to this particular piece and I have got my white piece down. Now some of you all might get this on the first move, some of you all might get it on the fourth or the fifth move. Not worry, just keep on trying till all these criteria are cleared. The next white piece. The adjacent piece colors are orange and blue and the center piece is red and blue, which is not matching. So again, I move this upper layer in such a way that it matches the center color. So I have my center piece colors orange and blue and my adjacent piece colors orange and blue. Again, do the right hand move till this particular piece over here matches the center piece and here you have your white piece. So R, U, R dash, U dash. As you can see, I've got it on the first move itself. Both the pieces are same and I have my white piece down. The next white piece is over here. The adjacent sides are red and blue. Again, it's not matching with my center pieces, so I turn them till I get them matching with my center pieces. So I have red and blue here and I have red and blue at the center pieces. Again, do the right hand move, that is R, U, R dash, U dash. I have both the pieces at the right place and my white piece down. Now comes my last white piece. The adjacent pieces are orange and green, which is not matching. Again, I turn my upper layer till I get it right. My center pieces are orange and green, my adjacent pieces are orange and green. Now again, do the right hand move, that is R, U, R dash, U dash. It's not the same. Again, R, U, R dash, U dash. Still not the same. Again, R, U, R dash, U dash. Still not the same. R, U, R dash, U dash. Still not the same. R, U, R dash, U dash. Now we have the centerpiece and this particular piece matching, and I have white here. So if you see, we have completed the white side. Not only that, if you see, we have completed the first layer as well. That is, on each side of the cube, you can see the centerpiece and the first layer of the cube is matching. I have blue here, I have the first layer blue. Orange here, first layer orange. Green here, first layer green. Red here, and the first layer is red. Hope you got it so far. So that brings us to the end of part 1 of how to solve Rubik's Cube. So in this video, we have completed 2 steps, that is forming of the white cross and completing the white side. If you're stuck at any step, please do feel free to mention your doubts in the comment box below. So it's me, Tina, signing off. See you soon with part 2 of how to solve Rubik's Cube on Teen's Corner.